Okay, ladies and gentlemen, sorry for that series. I've identified a cross. I then look for this bullish candle and this bearish candle and this series of bearish candles. Also, you'll notice that we have a narrow cross here. At this cross, the peak is here. And remember, once we have a peak zone. Now, all right, we see what happened when price neared this zone. Bears. All right. Now, if we keep following from this zone here, we have another cross here, and that bullish once again. So this has been identified as a supportive zone due to the fact we see and have that bullish cross coming up, which means there's some resistance right in this area. Now we can bring that zone all the way across as well. Now we see how price reacted at that time. We got rejection, bears, all right, to the support. Now we have bulls again. Also, on this moving average cross setup, when the 9 crosses the moving average, the 21 going to the upside, we're looking for bullish candle closes and a new higher high of a peak or a higher low, which would symbolize a continuation to the downtrend. When we are below, when the 9 crosses below the 21, we're looking for bearish candle closes and bearish peaks. So with that being said, here you see we have another cross here, which is signifying that we have found another level that is signifying that we have found another. All right, so we now know bullish activity from this area. So with that being said, we have the bullish activity coming from this zone. So now that we've identified that here on the daily time frame, let's move down. I also want to point out real quick this peak here. Okay, we do have the cross and we have a slow, hesitant peak right in here. All right, I'm gonna draw that zone as well. Now I'm using the wick in the body of this peak here. All right, now let's bump down to a lower time frame. We'll go one down to the 4-hour. Now here's the useful data that we have here on the 4-hour. In those higher time frame zones, as we see the support and price action, we see the cross putting us in an upward trend line here. We We have a cross here, of course, so we're looking for what? Peaks, which we found have a peak that met resistance right in here. I'm going to go ahead and also highlight this area, and excuse me, let me get back. We want to use a horizontal line. Want to hit this area, boom, and then if I look over here to my left at this structure here, I want to highlight this structure area. So in this structure area is a stall out or order block in the bearish trend, which is likely the area of support and resistance that this bullish run is now seeking. All right, if we pull our Fibonacci, from here to here, we'll see that that area that that potential order block falls in is right at the 50%. So it's a high probability that we'll be bouncing off of that resistance level or supportive level and continue to break out to the upside. Let's go in here to the hour. Now here, looking at the hour, we can clearly see how price is being pushed into a bullish trend. And right in here is where price is currently fighting to continue. The bulls are currently fighting to continue in the upside. We see we do have the cross. We have the 9 cross the 21. So we are looking for bullish candles and bullish peaks. All right. So this is likely simply a retrace and a continuation. If I put my Fibonacci on it, this zone right here is likely going to be the 50. And let's check that out. Let's see what we got. And that's from here to here. As you see, that's dead on the 50. Dead on the money. So from this point, I would like to see price now move in this area, move in this direction. All right, and that would simply be an extension to this trend. Don't have my custom Fibonacci on here because of the it's not allowed here on, it's not able to be placed here on on TradingView, but this would be TP5 or 4 or 5 on the custom Fibonacci. Notice how we come back and we'll hit this structure here. If we come into the 30-minute or the 15-minute, we'll also see that action taking place. Here's the 30-minute. Over here, notice we had the cross. This is a peak, resistance. It was broken through over here, so now it's support. And once we see how structure reacts, let's go to the 15-minute. Still got support in that area. The structure hasn't been broken. Structure still pushing to the upside. Here's the 5-minute chart. As we see how price is actually reacting and getting that full bounce. Here is the 1-minute chart. And here is 3-minute. 2 hour chart is really comes in handy sometimes on TradingView as well. So with that being said, that is the bullish trade on Euro. Sorry, USDJPY. All right, here we'll go ahead and do the pound USD. Now, here we go with the daily. All right, so here we go with the daily. Now, using the same strategy with the 8 and 9, the 9 and the 21 movement crossover, we're gonna go ahead and hit this initial here. The reason I'm starting off with this one is simply because I really don't have to use all the data back here right now. Okay, but we have a cross here. And the peak. We got a cross back down and another peak. All right. Now in here, we cross back over, gave us a peak. Here, cross back over, gave us a peak. There's also a minor peak right in here. So we can see as this being a highly bearish peaks. So with this being the lowest peak, we're looking for another low within this area. Down in here. We'll be looking for a low to form down in that area. All right, and let me show you how we're going to get that. Here on the 4-hour first. Okay, we got a cross here. So we have the triple. You can see that potential resistance area, how it's really playing out here. It's not giving us all of our frames. Of course, my computer's acting really funny. But as you see, we are now experiencing a bullish or a bearish momentum entering the market at these levels, at this level here. Let's go into the 30-minute. So this is a prime time to be actually looking for entries in the market for this coming session. The peak below here would be right here today, or for this particular monthly or weekly trend that's approaching. I'm expecting the market to head in this direction. I'm actually expecting the market to revisit this low that you see here. So my projection on the pound USD would look like this.